Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Southeast Termite and Pest Control. Termite swarmers are out there, folks. If you see something swarming when you go outside by your house and you're wondering, I don't know if those are gnats or that's some sort of ant, what is this? You better be sure. Call Southeast Termite and Pest Control. They'll swing by, give you a free inspection. They'll tell you whether or not those are termites or not, and if they are termites, you better get on it, and the team to help you get on it, Southeast Termite and Pest Control. It's right there in the name, the Termite and Pest Control. These are good folks. I've used them for many, many years. Can't recommend them highly enough. SoutheastTermite.com to learn more about this locally owned, family-owned business. All right. Rick Barnes added a pair of players to his basketball roster this week. Amari Abrams, a shooting guard who hit 37% from three-point range last year at Louisiana Tech. Abrams is kind of the poster boy for what the modern college experience is like. He began his career at Ole Miss, then he went to Georgia Tech. Last year he was at Louisiana Tech, and this year he'll be playing for your Vols. Vol for 6 months. UT also added a guard from France. We were joking beforehand. I guarantee you his name is Clarence Mayssan Samba. He will get here. I'll say that for a year, and then he'll let everybody know. Actually, it's pronounced Clarence Mayssan Samba. That's what happened with Vescovy. So how do you pronounce it? Clarence Massamba?
Massamba is what I've heard.
What about Clarence? It's French, so Clarence.
I haven't heard anything different, but like to your point, we could be proven wrong in 6 months.
If you're a French teacher and you know how to pronounce Clarence, send me an email and write it out phonetically. Anyway, I would give you stats on that guy, but not sure how much the stats would translate from AS Monaco Basket, where he played, compared to the SEC. Anyway.
He had 20 offers.
Spain, Italy. All right. Ryan, what do you know about these two?
Yeah, I mean, Massamba, obviously you're looking overseas because you have a need still. You're trying to build some depth on the roster. You want someone with some long-term potential. But look at what Tennessee's done in the past in the international market. I think it's a pretty interesting addition. Seems to shoot pretty well, has some length. There's a lot to like about his game long-term. Just we'll see what they get out of him this year. Amari Abram, I think that's a nice pickup for what they had. You know, I think people were hoping obviously a Darius Adams or someone higher profile would work out, but
yeah, he wound up committing to Maryland and their new coach, former A&M coach Buzz Williams.
Yep, but you got an experienced guard, pretty good shooter from three-point range, as you mentioned, and I think there's a lot to like about him. So you get a guy with 1 year left and kind of patch that hole in the lineup, or at least another guy for the rotation there. And it sounds like they're done. Rick Barnes made it sound like they've got that one spot left, but he likes to keep it, so I don't think they're really planning to bring in anything else now.
See, now this is my question. Let's go ahead and put the roster up if we could. Saw yesterday he's still got 2 spots. You say he's got 1 spot. There's 12 guys on the roster. How many scholarships do you get? Is it still 15 or is it down to 14? It's down to 13.
Yeah. 13.
Okay.
So, the Lady Vols have 15, correct? Yes.
I was thinking I thought it went from 15 to 14. It's down to 13.
It's been 13 for a while,
okay.
I think.
I didn't realize that.
Okay.
But that's interesting, though, because there are stories. You can find them out there that there's 2 more spots.
Well, some people are talking that there's, if the 5th year of eligibility is granted, I think, am I right in
hearing? Of course, yes.
Hey, you know what would be funny?
You
Look
get
at
somebody
that
else
list,
right.
John.
Anyway.
What if somebody already decides to leave because of playing time?
But if I understand correctly, there's some talk of them awarding 2 more spots if that happens. So
it's just, anyway, you can't. How many people are on the roster? Where are they coming from? Just check week to week. There are your returnees. You got 4 of them. You got 5 freshmen coming in, and you got 3 transfers coming in for Tennessee and Rick Barnes. And you also made a coaching change this week. Rod Clark, who was one of your lead recruiters, if not the lead recruiter, left for Indiana to go work with their first-year coach up there. And immediately, Rick Barnes went and got Amaro Morgan from California, knew exactly who he wanted, and just hired him immediately. Said that this was the guy he knew he would call if he had a slot. Thoughts on losing your top recruiter to Indiana? Any surprise in that move?
No, I don't think so. I think that Tennessee knew that could be a possibility. Rod Clark had been looking, gets a good spot at a big program in Indiana, and Rick Barnes knew, I've got to get a recruiter, and his replacement is well regarded for his recruiting prowess. So fitting the profile of what's lost with the new coach that's coming.
Why was Indiana able to get your lead recruiter?
Well, yeah, and I think just looking at Rick Barnes when he made the comments about what happened, I think it had to sting a little bit. I mean, he didn't sound either how it happened or whatever, but obviously as quickly as he moved to find a replacement, he was ready to do that.
Right.
But
Now,
losing
back-
your lead recruiter, I don't think is ever good.
Rod Clark almost went to Michigan last year, so I mean that.
Yeah.
Why is he? What's the deal there?
I don't. Some guys just kind of bounce around. I think that's sort of his MO. I think he's just the type not to stay somewhere more than a few years at a time.
That's
but-
just kind of a lateral move.
Yeah, it's an interesting move,
Very,
and
I
for
don't
a
even
first
think
year
it's a
head
lateral move right now.
Well, right now, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, a few years ago it would have been.
And maybe
but no,
this-
I think that's a. 'cause
Just wondered, did they pay him
could
a ton of
have just
money?
said, hey,
Maybe
we're gonna
this
give
is
you
his-
another
his path to be a head
$250,000.
coach.
Right.
Come here.
Could
You
be.
know,
All right, but yeah, I don't know why that would be more of a path than here. Is the
I haven't seen a
question.
salary reported. If there's
Yeah.
a bump in pay, then it's not always lateral.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
They would
he
have to
was
be
in
a-
demand. He had 20 other offers.
Bowling Green Army.
this is what that show's gonna be remembered
When,
for.
when,
And I still have 0.